You need to get out of my space
I will
right
break your
now.
jaw and fucking
I dare you.
Get the camera out. Get the
out,
camera
it's
out.
out.
It's recording.
Listen,
Thank
that's
you.
great.
You're recorded.
That's
And this
great.
is going to be aired.
So
And we'll see
stay
if you
away
have a
from-
job tomorrow.
That's great. Stay
We'll
with
see
my
if you have a
child.
job tomorrow.
Yes, I will have a job.
We'll see. This is going to get aired.
That's great.
You do not come in a woman's face and threaten to break her jaw. You do not threaten to break my jaw.
Listen, if
You
my
do
child
not
gets hurt-
threaten to break my jaw.
Get out of her
Do you
face.
understand? Because I have my mace. And it can go really,
Call the
really
police.
bad.
Call the police
Let's
right
call
now.
the police right now because you threatened me on camera.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, you did.
call the police.
If my child gets hurt,
Let's call the police.
I am not gonna
Let's
go directly
call
to
the
you.
police.
What are you doing?
Call them right now
doing?
because you're not going to threaten me.
let's go. Come on.
Siri, call my love.
Call me.
You are not going to threaten me. How dare you? You don't come in my face either. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you
think
are?
somebody else said it.
Call Ruth. Call Ruth, our attorney. My attorney is on the way. Is he joking? He came in my face. Is he joking?
Let's use some logic here, guys. I'm going to play devil's advocate. We're going to properly evaluate the situation through and through, analyze everything, and come to a fair conclusion. Now, number one, I've never met a man in my entire life, black, white, Asian, Hispanic, from any background, that said, I'm going to break your jaw, I'm going to attack you, I'm going to do bodily harm, let's rumble, unless they were in some real harm. Men typically don't jump to that conclusion, even if they're kind of intoxicated. They have to feel somewhat threatened. Now, I'm not saying it was right for him to say that, but I'm just saying, this is how men think. This is how we process things. So the fact that there's no man around to help the woman look like she's a single mother and there's multiple kids around in the back, she's used to these sort of confrontations. She's used to this. And it looks like that she kind of was antagonizing and saying, okay, you know what? I'm going to keep poking the bear. I'm going to keep getting loud in his face. I'm going to keep barking. I'm going to keep doing this. Here's my thing for the two women that were doing the yelling and everything. Where's your man? Because any man that would threaten your children, your offspring, or you're automatically supposed to either go to your baby daddy, which he's probably not there. The Pookie's going somewhere else. The Tyrone is in the streets. You're supposed to go to your husband, your boyfriend, and then your father, your brother. Why didn't they do that? See, this is why a lot of these women are so masculine. Because they get a degree, they get a job, I'm strong and independent, I can go against the man, I can fight the man, I can do everything a man can do. No woman in their right mind is supposed to think like that and get in the man's face. They're automatically supposed to say, hey, this man is 7 to 10 times bigger than me, stronger than me. Let me go get a man that I know. Let me call law enforcement. Let me call the police, as she insisted. Let's continue. Now, she says, call the police, call the police, call the police. Notice the girl that was filming at the last 4 to 5 seconds when he got online on his phone and said, you know, he's calling the police. What did the girl say? Oh, he's joking. You joking, right? You joking, right? That's because they didn't think he was going to call the police. Now, a lot of you might be wondering, why didn't the women just call the police? They felt threatened, right? Why? It's because this whole social movement and a lot of these BLM chicks, right? They don't want to get involved with the police because they're like, oh, the law enforcement is my enemy. Listen, they're supposed to be here to serve and protect. I doubt that the police is going to come and say, well, you know, what's going on? You're black or what's? No, more often than not, they're going to give the benefit of the doubt to the woman and protect the woman, no matter what race, right? So, and then the woman says, okay, you know, I'm going to use some mace. Then she tries to destroy his reputation. She says, I'm going to, you know, get you fired and you're not going to have a job tomorrow or whatever. This is what this cancel culture is, man. This is what it is. When a woman feels like things aren't going her way or she feels as though she's frustrated and upset, what do women usually do, right? What do single mothers or just chicks usually do? They try to take your money or destroy your reputation in the process, right? If they can do both, that's great. So what did she try to do? Okay, I'm going to film you. She put his name right there. And on top of that, she's going to try to get him fired. So now he's going viral now. So anything that, you know, that was right on his end, oh, it looks bad because now they're going to start recording at a certain time. You don't know what could have happened prior to any of that. But we do know what happened was it was two hyenas barking and da 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 da. You gotta threaten me. You gotta do this. You gotta break my jaw. The guy says, yeah, I'm gonna break your jaw if you come next to my kids. Let's continue. Now, single mothers, okay? their kids aren't disciplined. All right, now stay with me. A lot of you guys know this, but if you've been around single mothers' kids, you understand how bad they are. Now, if you do have children, a lot of kids that are untrained, that don't have discipline, they like to start things. They like to fight on the playground. They like to, get down and dirty and tussle and just be a nuisance to the other kids. A lot of you guys know what I'm talking about. So when you step in and say, hey, don't do this. Hey, don't do that to my kid or whatever happened. Who knows what happened with that? I'm just saying. The single mom is going to come over and attack the man or attack whoever's going on because you're messing with her babies. Pookie, Ray Ray's babies. So instead of her training the kids to be disciplined and be nice to other kids and play nice and or, if you feel bothered, go play somewhere else. Instead of doing that, these single mothers' kids like to get into mess. So the women are automatically going to take their kids' side. They're not going to analyze the situation, say, hey, what's going on? Maybe most likely your kid was in the wrong, right? So analyzing this whole thing, it's quite laughable because there's men that's been in these situations, right? You are out doing something or whatever, and then you see a woman say something. And here's the thing. If you say or do anything to a woman or whatever, if you stick up for yourself, other women are going to take their side. I've seen videos where a woman is hitting a man, punching, slapping, smacking a man, doing all these different things, attacking him. And then as soon as the man, pushes her off or tries to protect himself, what happens? Everybody else jumps on the man. No, don't hit no women. Don't do that. And women know that they're a protected class. This is fact. So even if you try to block or kind of, brush the woman off or say, hey, you know what, don't do this, and you try to protect yourself, you're going to get demonized as a man. Now, was the man right for saying that? No, but I can understand, because if somebody's attacking your children, your loved one, your investment, you're going to say, hey, if you don't do this, this is what I'm going to do. Now, he was like, he kind of stopped it a little bit. He's like, you know what? Yeah, I probably shouldn't have, went that route. But hey, I'm trying to protect mine. I got to protect mine. That's what he was doing, right? So both individuals are wrong. The woman is more so way wrong than the man, because she's barking, she's loud, and she's yelling, and her other friends, blah blah, kiki, ka ka, rah, rah, rah. It's crazy. Then she says, "I'm gonna get my lawyer." You know why she says she's gonna get her lawyer instead of calling law enforcement? Because she don't have no man and she can't trust the man. She'd rather call her lawyer or call somebody else to try to sue or maybe go viral like she is now, or ruin the man's reputation. So all in all, this is an unfortunate situation. These things are going to happen a lot more. This is a fair assessment. I looked at it through and through. Now, what I didn't see, again, I didn't see a father there for those kids. I saw about 2-3 kids, black kids in the back. But I did see a father that was, bringing order, discipline, and structure and stick it up for his kids there. That was the big glaring difference, right? So for all you men out there who think that, this woman ain't gonna do nothing to me, she ain't gonna do nothing. A lot of these women are getting way too bold. They're ready to hunt, they're ready to attack, they're ready to do whatever they can, because they know at the end of the day, if you hit me, even if you come up to me, even if you say I'm gonna do this and you don't do it, I still got it on camera. Even if you try to defend yourself, it's still on camera, and I can start it anytime I want. It's crazy, man. It is wild. There's no way, even if her kids were threatened or she was threatened, you automatically call, number one, your baby daddy. Number two, your boyfriend. Number three, you call your father or your uncle, some man that you're close to that can defend you. Where's your man? There's no man in sight. I guarantee you, for neither one of those women, there's no man in their lives that's going to bring that protection. Because a man knows, listen, you're supposed to be a reflection of me. You shouldn't go out and pick fights for men and get in their face like you strong and tough. Come get me. This is where the quote unquote patriarchy comes into play. What a lot of these women are against, right? It's crazy. It's wild. But this type of stuff, you have to be careful with these women, because listen, they're going to try to get you fired. They're going to try to come for your job, your name, your reputation, any and everything. And it's going to be your fault. Your fault 100%. And there's something that happened way before that video that caused that man to do that. But we will never truly know, but we can piece things together and see that, that man would never have said that. He seemed like he was calm too. He was like, hey, you know, and they just kept da 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 da. This is the modern woman. Dangerous, no accountability, volatile. Their tongue is like a serpent. It's sharp and they can cut, and they're hoping that you jump out of character. You become emotional because then your reputation, your money's going to be going. You're going to go viral. And look at another man. Look what they're doing to us. These men are dangerous. We know that narrative.